Hey guys, me Dave. It's 7/8/2022. So this is our July 4th because our fireworks got canceled. So people, some people are out there lighting fireworks. They're far away, so they haven't started yet around here. So um, we'll see what happens. I worry about the dogs. Dogs get scared and everything else, traumatized, and everything else by this stuff. So other than that, it's been a laid back day. I mean, they're laying off me on the weapons, you guys. They did make me run to the bathroom a few times. They do that every day. This guy gets off on that. It's like a control thing or something. But I'm stuck here without a vehicle right now. So I didn't go anywhere today. I took dogs for a walk around the neighborhood and everything else. Now they're starting to lay off fireworks. It sounds like it's far away, so the dogs aren't that scared. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, you guys. I hate to say anything because as soon as you say anything, then they hit you, and they'll light them off right by your house and everything else, and they'll nail you. So, um, but it has been that bad of a day. I forgot it was Friday today. I've been my favorite show is on TV, so I've been watching that all day long and took dogs for a walk and kind of been keeping track of my bills and stuff like that. I'm getting down there on money and everything, so it really sucks, that I had to open up another credit card, which will be coming in the mail and I'll have to pay for my car repair. I got to get my truck fixed though. I can't do it myself. I go out there and I went out there to try to bleed my brakes, and I took the wheel off, and I put the wheel back on. I tried to bleed them, with my relative and everything else, and I was so out of breath, you guys. I had to lay on my bed for a while. I'm so out of breath. They gave me a heart attack, but I think they're making me out of breath because the last time I went for a bike ride with my sister, we went for a bike ride and they were trying to stop that. We went maybe went half a mile, 6 blocks, and then they were making me so out of breath that we had to stop and rest. And then they were trying to make me run to the bathroom. They did not want that bike ride to happen. They were trying to make me run to the bathroom. So I'm like, let's go back to the truck, get some water, and all this stuff. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. They're making me so out of breath. I'm sitting here, and all this stuff. And so we're sitting there talking, we're visiting, and these people are trying to make me go to the bathroom. So I'm like, I told my sister, I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. And she was kind of like, why do you have to go, I'm like, because I have to go to the bathroom, so, I mean, I loaded up my truck, hopped in my truck, or loaded up my truck with my bike, hopped in my truck and raced home, and they make you sit on the toilet as soon as you get home, and they have the power to do that, which is really disgusting. It's really disgusting, you guys. They have the power to do that. And they did that when I had my van, and I was going to go camping for 2 days. I wanted to spend some one-on-one time with Tanner. He was just a puppy then. We went camping. We were trying to go camping for 2 days, 2 nights, and I already paid. I put out the money and I paid for this stuff, you guys. And food and a couple drinks and gas to go up there, and I paid for the site for 2 nights and all this stuff. And we're trying to go camping, and we're sitting in the van trying to think of, what can we do? What can we do? We should go for a walk. Should we go around town, or what should we do? What are we gonna do for supper tonight? That type of stuff. And it was just me and Tanner, and he was a puppy then. He wasn't even a year old, I don't think, and I was trying to get him used to camping and stuff. He was nervous on the ride out there, but as soon as he got there, he was fine. He would sleep in the van, he was fine. Laying around outside, go for walks, and and do whatever, and they made me run to the bathroom while I was there, they made me run to the bathroom while I was there, and then some guy came with his family. Get this, with his family. The guy, he's acting all macho and stuff, and he's wearing a tank top, and, like a big tough guy, and he's got his wife and his kids there, and he's acting like a big tough guy and all this stuff. He stopped right by our campsite, right? You're not even supposed to pull over there. He had a big truck and a camper, and they're sitting there hitting me with rage, you guys. We're sitting there hitting me with rage. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna mess with these fools. We loaded up, got in our van, and came home. It's like, I'm not even gonna mess with that. They're sitting there hitting me with rage because they want to try to get me into it with this guy. That's wearing a tank top. He was kind of a short, stocky guy. And all this stuff. It's like, I'm not going to play their game, So we did pack up, and I lost money, I lost $40 for the site. It cost me gas, and all this stuff. It cost me lots of money. And we went home, and Tanner and I came home, and we came home and had a couple drinks and everything else, but so it's like they will do this stuff, they'll make you run to the bathroom, I mean, they have complete control over our central nervous system, and they can make you run to the bathroom, they can make you pee, they can make you do number 2, they can make you do all this stuff, and they can let it loose, so you have to come home. You're running to the next bathroom if you can find one. And this is what these people do in my program anyway. So they can make you not go for a bike ride with your sister. They can make you not go camping. When I bought a tent, I bought a big tent, you guys, a 6-person tent. And I was going to take Max camping. And Max is just a little guy, he's just a little dog, Shih Tzu or whatever, and or whatever kind of dog he is. And we're going to go camping. And they made me so out of breath, you guys. It was like 80 degrees outside, and they made me so out of breath. And I just happened to forget my water. I forgot my water to bring from home. Usually I bring a lot of water with us for the dogs and myself in the cooler. I forgot my water. I was so out of breath. I had to sit down. I was like, I was just almost hyperventilating. I'm like, screw the tent. I can't get it set up. I can't do it. And so we packed it up, put it in the back of the truck. There was perps up there harassing. As soon as I did that, some guy in a camper in my usual spot where I usually go, he hit a blowhorn when we were getting ready to pack up and go. He hit a blowhorn over the whole campground when we were ready to pack up and go home, because I couldn't do it, and I had to see my heart doctor. A couple weeks later, she's a physician's assistant, and I've been telling her I'm out of breath, and she does nothing for me. So it was like that when I went out there, jacked up the truck, took the tire off, had my relative come out and bleed the brakes, and all this stuff, and then I noticed a leak in the line and all this stuff, and I put the tire back on, and I was just wore out, you guys. I mean, my legs and my butt are sore because I don't use any muscles anymore. I used to bodybuild, you guys. I used to bodybuild, you know, about 10 years ago, you know, and stuff. And, like, my legs and my buttocks, are sore because I haven't used any muscles in a number of years like that. I haven't done any hard labor or anything. So my muscles are all sore, and it feels like you're almost working out and all this stuff, because you're cranking on the lug nuts and you're putting the tire on, cranking on the lug nuts and all this stuff. And I was actually sore, like I went to the gym, and stuff. So, um, and then they make me out of breath, so I can hardly do anything. If I had to get a job where it was hard labor or moving packages or stuff like that, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. I would have to take an easy job where it was like no lifting, uh, and stuff like that, because I don't know if it's a heart attack. I think they're making me out of breath. They're causing all these illnesses in me, you guys, because I shouldn't be out of breath. I have 2 stents in there. I'm doing my medications like I'm supposed to. I should not be out of breath at all, you guys. And I know it's them because I have went on bike rides before. We went 5 miles before, and they didn't do this to me. So I know it's them. I know it's them guys doing this to me to try to keep me isolated. Trying to keep me isolated, trying to keep me in the house. They don't want me having a vehicle and all this stuff. They're trying to do every trick in the book to try to keep me sitting here on my bed watching TV. They don't even want me watching TV. They want me sitting on my bed, so they can sit here and manipulate my body and all this stuff. So it's all them, you guys. They're manipulating my body to cause all these synthetic illnesses. Uh, uh, what do you call it? Induced illnesses and stuff. I don't have these medical problems. I don't have stomach problems. I don't have heart problems. I don't have breathing problems. I don't have any of this stuff. I used to go to the gym sometimes 2 days a week. I didn't party. I didn't do anything. I would go to the gym on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, and work out and build my muscles and all this stuff. And I never had these issues before. I was big and buff, and all this stuff, and they're causing all these illnesses. See, did you hear that? See, they're getting pissed off now. They're getting pissed off now because I'm talking about this stuff. This guy's an insecure, scared bitch. And he's a scared bitch. And he's an insecure, scared bitch. And that's what he is. And he has his little bitches out there doing his dirty work for him because he doesn't do anything himself because he's a scared bitch. So anyway, that's my story for tonight. I'm going to cut this off and I'll talk to you guys later.